Alright, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good one. Now you're watching some GTA 5 on the background. And later on we're gonna have some Black Ops 2. So you guys that like to watch Black Ops Call of Duty, we'll have some for you. But anyways, want to give a little review about my wrestling WrestleMania thoughts, about WrestleMania weekend. And damn, I'm happy about this shit, man. This was a good fucking weekend in the wrestling business. Some people didn't like it, but god damn, I'm happy about this shit. Little quick, I would just want to say real quick, if you don't like wrestling, just don't watch it. You don't need to bring any fucking bullshit hate. Oh my god, aren't you a little bit too old to watch this? Why it's fake? Why are you watching it? Everybody knows it's fake. Nobody watches wrestling because they think it's real. If you watch wrestling because you think you're real, you're stupid, or you're a kid. And if you're a kid, I completely understand that, and I'm not calling you stupid. But if you're a grown-ass man and you watch wrestling because you think it's real, well then, I'm sorry for you. Movies, TV shows, they're all scripted, they're all fake, but everybody watched them. And it is entertainment, so that's why people watch wrestling. If you don't like it, hey, you're not stupid. You're not different from anybody else. You just don't like to watch wrestling. It's not your cup of tea, and it's totally fine. Hey, some people like it, some others don't. You just have to respect other people's opinions. That's all. Now, some of you guys think that my favorite wrestler is probably Ric Flair, right? Because he pops on some of my videos, which he hasn't been popping on for a while. He's been taking some vacation, I don't know. But Ric Flair is not my favorite wrestler. My favorite wrestler is Bret the Hitman Hart. Some of you guys know, some of you guys may not know. Depends how old you are. But Bret Hart was there in, for the era of late 80s, 1990 until 1997. He was, to me, was my favorite wrestler. I mean, he was the guy that put the work in the ring. Very great wrestling technical moves, he had, and I loved his work. I loved how he was, confident, never give up, and to me it was like some kind of inspiring thing, and people believed him, and his character was a good character. I start watching wrestling when I think it was around 1990. I think the very first match that I watched was Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter on a pay-per-view. I can't remember if it was a Survivor Series or SummerSlam, but one or the other. And from then, I remember watching the WWF Superstars back then at the time every Saturday morning, right after the Ninja Turtles cartoon. And I'll never forget that. And, I stopped watching wrestling around 1997 when Bret Hart, got screwed. I was there at the Survivor Series. Some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but if some of you do know, you know what I'm talking about. And then I stopped watching wrestling. I did watch a little bit in the WWF Attitude Era with the Stone Colds, The Rock, and Mankind. They pull up some good shit in there. It was Raw, man. Raw is war, and Raw was war at that time. It was crazy. It was like a fucking jungle back there. And then I got back to the wrestling, I think around 2006. I watched it for about 2 years, stopped it, and then got back to it around 2010, 2011, I believe so, when Bret Hart finally came back and buried the hatch with Shawn Michaels. And since then, I've been watching every Monday Night Raw. Now, you guys that follow me on Twitter know that I watch Monday Night Raw because every Monday Night Raw, I am tweeting all night long during the show. And if you guys, like to interact with me, hey, again, follow me there. And, hey, we'll be watching Raw and exchanging, our feelings, our opinions towards what's going on the show. So, this weekend was WrestleMania 30. And, wow, man, what a big fucking show that was, man. Some people weren't happy about it. I'm happy about it. I like the show. I watched the Hall of Fame. It was great. Nice to see Jake the Snake Roberts, Razor Ramon, and Ultimate Warrior. One of my favorites as well, Ultimate Warrior. I mean, everybody loved Ultimate Warrior back then when they were kids. I mean, I was a kid. I mean, that guy, when his music popped, I mean, I remember going crazy in my house, man. I was running, you know, back and forth in the house. My mom was like, "What the fuck's going on with you, man?" And hey, man, hey, it's the Ultimate Warrior, mom. You know, so congratulations to these three guys that are in the Hall of Fame, and you know, actually to the other ones, Lita, Carlos Colon, and Paul Bearer. But you know, the three ones that really marked me were these three ones: Jake the Snake, Warrior, and Razor Ramon. And I love their speeches. You know, they put really great speeches, and you know, it got me to some emotional moments at some point. Because I know these guys been through some really rough times, so it was nice to see them. Especially, you know, see that they could make it, you know, because some of these guys, Jake the Snake and Razor Ramon, and like a year ago, these guys were almost like in a wheelchair. They couldn't even fucking walk. So, you know, they're all fucked up by, you know, drugs and alcohol. So, you know, they worked their ass off to become a better man, and here they are. So it was nice to see them. Now the WrestleMania, I think it kicked with it started off with Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold, and that was fucking epic to see these three guys there in the ring. It was awesome. I love that. I liked the Daniel Bryan versus Triple H match. I think it was a great match. The crowd was into it. You know, there was 75,000 people there. And no matter what you can say that wrestling is this, is that, dude, man, you know, WrestleMania, there's still 75,000 people showing up in there. And without counting the people that are watching at home, at the bars, at their friends' houses. So there's a lot of people watching that, you know. Regardless, you're saying, and I'm doing the quote fingers, fake. So, Triple H and yeah, Daniel Bryan, it was good. I like that match. I think they did what I was expecting to do it. You know, they were gonna make Daniel Bryan win, and you know, make him like suffer. You know, make him like look like he was in real pain, and like he was not gonna make it to the last match. That was good. The Battle Royal was okay. I was impressed with Cesaro. I mean, he fucking body slammed the Big Show over the top rope, and that was something, man. Everybody popped like, whoa, that was crazy. So he won the Battle Royal. What else you had? You had the tag teams, the Shield, the New Age Outlaws, and I can't even remember who was the other ones, but that was so quick, man. I mean, I mean, the Shield barely had fucking 5-10 minutes of wrestling work, you know, at the WrestleMania. So I thought that was a little bit weak from WWE. They could have given, you know, a little bit more time. After that, you had the match between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. God, man, that match was kind of boring to me. And I'm so sick and I'm getting really sick and tired of John Cena, to be honest, man. I really wanted Bray Wyatt to win. But no, WWE still has to give it to the fucking Cena, you know. It's like Cena has been the same guy for over years and years and years, and it's like, geez, man, isn't it time for him to turn heel? You know what I mean? I don't know, man, but that dude is just like, he's so protected, like he's never gonna turn heel, and people don't like him anymore. If you listen to the crowd, people fucking boo him. And yesterday, I was so happy at Monday Night Raw when people start singing his music, the remix of John Cena Sucks, John Cena Sucks. That was flawless. I cracked laughing up, man. It was great to see that. So anyways, man, John Cena won against fucking Bray Wyatt. To me, it was like, okay, let's go next. So next they had, what was it? Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, the undefeated streak. So you got the Beast versus the Streak. And that right there, oh my god, man. That match was, first of all, it was slow and boring. And you could tell Undertaker's getting really old. You know, Undertaker couldn't, he can't handle a good match. You know, he's old. I think he's 49 years old. And to me, you know, I think it was a great match because finally the streak has been beaten. Some people don't agree with that. Some people, they're like, I didn't like that. You know, I would love better if it would be in a different way. But you know what? You know why I love the fucking streak to be? You know, I like that match. Why the streak? You know, why I love the streak to be beaten? Because nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw that shit coming. It was great. Everybody's face was like, it was priceless. And I was happy, man. And, you know, some people go like, you know, Undertaker, you know, you should have give that to somebody else. You know, Brock Lesnar's a, you know, part-time wrestler. So does Undertaker is. I mean, Undertaker wrestles once a fucking year. Brock Lesnar, I think he wrestles more often than him. And matter of fact, it's not WWE who chooses, that is, who is gonna break the streak. Undertaker has that privilege to choose who he wants to beat that streak. And he chose himself that he wanted to be Brock Lesnar. So hey man, if you're an Undertaker fan, you're gonna have to agree with what he you know, what he wants. I mean, you may not like it, but hey, it is what it is. So Brock Lesnar beats Undertaker. Streak is finally over, and I think Brock Lesnar is a great decision. He's the badass, man. He's the best. He's the most badass dude out there, you know. And you know, this guy's been the UFC champion. You know, and some people say, oh, you know, Brock Lesnar doesn't even like wrestling. Brock Lesnar likes wrestling. Brock Lesnar doesn't like the traveling. That's what he doesn't like. And you know, so that's pretty much it. Well, what's next? You know, after that, yeah, you had the Divas match. I mean, the Divas match was okay. AJ Lee won it, which, you know, I would love to see Natalya getting that. I believe she's one of the best divas out there. But whatever, you know, they give it to AJ Lee. I'm okay with that. And final match, well, you had Batista with Daniel Bryan and Orton. And I think right there, it was a good match. It was a good match. And I like the fact that Triple H came. I was expecting Triple H to come at the end and, you know, do some kind of interference. And that kind of, you know, that kind of changed the momentum of the match, and which give the victory to Daniel Bryan. And, you know, to a lot of people that were like, you know, so pissed off for so many months, including even myself, that they never give the title to Daniel Bryan. You know, I think WrestleMania 30 was finally the great moment to give Daniel Bryan the WWE World Heavyweight Championship title in front of 75,000 people. That was the celebration. You know, when they say at WrestleMania dreams come true, well, there you go, man. He got the belt. He's the champion. He's the new face of WWE. And from now on, you know, let's see how this thing goes. But, you know, it was great. It was fucking great. The match was good, and the whole thing was great. You know, I liked it. You know, some of you guys may not like it. I don't know. But I think it was great. I think it was a good WrestleMania. Yesterday, Monday Night Raw, I was really happy with the, you know, with Monday Night Raw. I think it was a good show. I'm not gonna go into details with that. You know, again, if you guys, you know, like to talk about it, you know, come and join me Monday night on Twitter, and you know, we'll share our opinions and emotions about the show. So, anyways. This was like some kind of long video, I know, talking about wrestling, which is pretty much, you know, it's different. And, you know, a lot of people don't like it, and some of you guys may liked it. You know, some of you guys wanted to know my my feelings towards that, and there you go. So I pull up this video here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you like the video, if you guys have any comments, you know, anything that you guys liked or not about the show, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And that's it. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Rate the video. And I'm out. Peace out.